nomad. Do you remember what I have told you? If you find your trousers full of sand, you've landed in the wastes. Now shake it off and begin moving. The sun is near. It will consume this place.
Alright guys, so welcome to Oasis. It's been quite a while since I've played this game. I actually don't even...
You have spent your entire life rowing the flotilla. And now you have paid your debt. You will be taken to a pit in the wastes. Survive and return to me. I have more to tell you.
Indeed. Alright, but yeah, so... It's been a little while since I played this game. I did get pretty far when the game first came out originally, but I'm just gonna assume that the game does reset, considering how long it has been since I've played.
Chew the cactus when you cannot find water. The taste is not so sweet. More like a bum rack.
But yeah. It's a very interactive game. As you guys can kind of see just there, the game cued me to block in different directions. It's kind of like the big deal with this game is the ability to block different things. There's also these animals real quick. Go ahead and just... Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Oh, I need an axe. Whoops. Yeah, so... Just go get a cactus real quick. These are called rupu, by the way. They're the, kind of natives of the land, so to speak, if that's what you want to call them. So, but yeah, like I was saying, I got pretty far in the game. Never really did a clan or anything like that. It was kind of just solo dolo, and just got an inclination to jump back into it. I was kind of hoping that all my shit was still here, but since it's not, it kind of leaves the game very open-ended for me to start playing the game again. So, I think I might indeed start playing Oasis again. It doesn't seem like it's a very played game anymore. Just judging off of the current amount of people playing. But I mean, who knows? I could be wrong. Obviously, all games go through a wave of people playing at different points in time, so, you know, that's just kind of the name of the game when it comes to this kind of shit. Okay. Go ahead and unlock the sand bed.
We are surrounded by wastes. One side of the earth is hot and barren. The other side is dark and covered in ice.
And you can see there's another person right there. He's riding on a walker. Everybody starts off in the same general area. Obviously, from different realms, it'll be... excuse me. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, the initial spot you spawn in is the same for every realm. It's just a matter of which realm you're in. Just kind of signifies the area in the world you live at. But in any event, let's just real quick continue to run and get these little missions completed at first. Cool.
The
Alright.
wilds are overrun with savages called Rupu. They watch you from the brush.
Indeed they do. Very sneaky little bastards. Oh, now we have to go fight some. So now I actually gotta find them. Mr. Rupus, where are you? Oh, and in the actual game itself, and excuse me, I'm a little hoarse. Got a little bit of a cold. The actual game itself, these little shipwrecks hold fragments, and you have to collect so many fragments to be able to build different things. It's kind of like skill points, so to speak. You, I mean, yes, you do level up, so you can adjust your character, but the skill points is a whole thing in and of itself. So it's kind of just oh, no, die. Apparently we, there we go. Okay. So the game itself is pretty grindy. It's not exactly a fast-paced game when you're playing solo, which is typically how I play. It's definitely not a hey, I'm gonna run through this game real quick and do a whole bunch of shit in like 5 minutes type of game. It's definitely a and as we're dying, I'm still trying to fucking talk. There we go. Okay, just need to drink a couple more pieces of cactus. Oh, I gotta drink a lot of pieces of cactus, actually. But as you guys can see, you guys got a little bit of a insight on how the fighting works in a game. Excuse me.
Rupu are envious creatures, and their minds swim with toxins, making them cruel.
Indeed. Already level 5. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Interesting.
Rupu once surrounded me on the Black Hills. They danced and ate the flesh of my companions, guzzling their psychedelic brew.
Aw, I wish that counted for all the ones I've already killed. Because I only have like 20 health. That's okay. I only lost health because I was trying to play around with the fucking blocking and shit. But yeah, so this game came out, I believe, 2 years ago at this point. And it's definitely an interesting game in and of itself. It's definitely not your run-of-the-mill, typical game. Each area is pretty much its own little entity, and each area burns after so long. So what I mean by that is, once you get out of the tutorial world, which there's quite a few of them, you start to travel around the actual world of Oasis, and after so long, the different islands or worlds, so to speak, well, actually, it's not even any of that, it's just simply just Oasis. The different Oasis start to fall apart, and they end up becoming engulfed in fire.
Of life in the waste, called the Oasis. A mysterious energy flows through the soil.
And I guess the biggest thing I would say to anybody is, you know, once you start playing the game and you start doing all that kind of shit, you definitely want to pay attention to the amount of time your Oasis has left, because you will die rather quickly if you do not pay attention to that. Oh. Fuck yeah, let me get 5 of these bad boys. And here is your heals. Excuse me.
In the Oasis, plants spill over the sand where nothing is meant to grow. I have seen immense trees shoot up after
that's
a
interesting.
single rainfall.
The already healed thing isn't new, but the wait time for getting health is definitely something that is new for at least me. I have not seen that yet. Actually, let's go back to C, because I want to craft that. Because now I can go cut down trees. Fantastic. And there are quite a few different Rupu weapons that you can find that are pretty incredibly useful to you, but it's kind of all just how quickly, or not how quickly, it's kind of luck of the draw with that kind of stuff. The Rupu excuse me. The Rupu weapons are, like I said, it's luck of the draw, but they're incredibly useful. And they're rivalry to the point of weapons later on in the game. And all I mean by that is the bigger Rupu, or the bosses, so to speak, are carrying weapons that are pretty impressive for the game. And if you can get them on drops and be lucky, then playing a game is very easy when you're sick. Actually being able to talk is not. Oh man. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that one. But it is what it is. Put water on my inventory. That back there. Oh, I'm not going to have so much on my inventory. Oh, it's only one water in your inventory at a time? What? Okay. Oh, well, that sucks. Huh. Interesting.
In the wastes, water can be more precious than wormseek. A stranded merchant traded me all his possessions for a bottle.
Take that ash. I know it comes into... That's new. I don't remember seeing that. Okay, we can
The
do 5.
flotilla is our last walking city, the center of the nomadic world. For those who do not ride the walker, it is the only refuge.
Just gonna get a little bit of wood here. Because if memory serves me correct, the walker is a little expensive. However, I'm at the kind of the opening for this area, which I'm pretty sure just has less refill.
If you return to the flotilla, you must ride the walker. It is written in the scrolls.
It's F3. All right. New fiber. And here is where the grindy stuff really starts. And all your weapons do have damage counters on them, so eventually you will have to replace everything. And then obviously the better the weapon is, the more damage it has before it breaks. So, and it is not a game where if you break it, you can repair it. It's broken, it's done. You just got to throw it away. At least it was originally. We will kind of be going back through the game together, because what I know about the game may very well not be the truth anymore. Or completely accurate, I'll say it like that. Damn, more fiber. One more fiber. One solitary fiber. There we go. Okay. And then I'll have to get more anyway, so it'll be kind of a ongoing need of getting items. It is a little depressing that I did lose the other character, because it was, I had quite a bit of things on that one. But the good thing for me is I can always just go back and watch everything and see what the differences are, and then also help myself if I get stuck. But that is the good thing about this game. It's not really, there's not really much that you can get confused on. It's pretty much go Oasis to Oasis, collect fragments, play with other people if you want to. If not, explore, interact. There's bigger bosses to fight, which you will need a tribe to actually do or use. Excuse me. But yeah. And if I'm, well, I don't know. I didn't see him. If I've read the initial words right, now the game is set up so that you actually are safe on your walkers. It used to just be that tutorial island was the only safe spot, and anywhere past that was not. So you had to be a little careful. Nope, and see, there it is again. Now I need more shit. need to be careful where you park your walker. There was quite a few times when I was playing that I had to hide my walker in the canyons and crevices when I would log out, because the walkers are accessible, or they were accessible. I believe it was to a couple minutes, and then it would go offline. Kind of like how, if you ever played Ark before, Ark allows you to say your stuff's safe, but it's like 20 minutes after you log out, your stuff's safe. So you have to be in a point where you know it's not going to get fucked with. And that is, I believe that was the same for Ark, whether or not it was PvP or a PvE area. Or world, excuse me. Like I said, you all got to bear with me. I still want to record and play the games, but my cold is definitely making it a pain in the ass. Missing wood, huh? Well, that's fine. You get some more wood. But this is the only time where collecting stuff is a bit of a task, is when you don't have a walker. That you can run back and forth between the different areas. But the minute you grab or you actually have a walker, it makes everything a lot fucking easier. And the other thing that I will be showing you guys too, or I guess I should say I'll be checking to see if this is still here. There's a center. Oh. Area that has quite a bit of extras. So. Oh, there we go. Bam.
Our Terai built the walkers because there can be no rest. Keep only what you need. Abandon everything that cannot be carried.
Just gonna grab all this. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if I walk over to my campfire, haha!
I have received visions too. I have seen nations settle on the floor of the earth, and when I looked up, the moon was whole.
Dude, excuse me, goodness. Alright, so gear storage is now upgraded. Now I can toss things in. It used to be that each walker, or assuming the walkers were the safest place to hide your fragments, considering if you died, you lost your fragments if they were on you. Because normally somebody would be coming to take your body and all your shit. So, man, I think I might have to blow my nose again. Ooh. Almost got fucked up. Fuck you. actually, if I can kill some Rupu real quick, I might actually be able to get what the game wants me to get rather early. Because you need Rupu pelts to do it. And that's either a walker or that is fragments. We'll go over there real quick. Then I'll double back to this big ass cactus and explain. Also, we'll grab this little guy. Oh yes, and also I can explain this too while I'm running around. So water in this game, they've touched on it. Obviously, water is life in this game. There's a bunch of desert oasis, but you also need water on your actual walker to be able to spawn on it. On top of, you also need the walker to be able to or you need water in the walker to actually be able to travel to different areas. So each walker has a certain amount of water that they can actually use, or not use, but carry. So you have to pay attention to how much water your walker has, and then each time you fast travel to a different area, that amount of water will be used up from your walker, and then you have to replenish it. So I think you pretty much your biggest task in this game is deciding how you want to play, whether you're going to be a solo nomadic person like how I typically play the game, or if you're going to be in a big ass tribe. It's generally easier if you are in a big ass tribe. Wish you would stop fucking swinging. There you go. But I don't know, it's, for me, it's not worth it to be in a tribe, just because I don't play any game religiously anymore. I just don't have the time. So, for me to be in a tribe, I'd be like the most useless tribe member. I'd pretty much hop on, you know, once in a blue moon, maybe 2 days a week at most, and then I'd be kind of like the oddball out. Which actually, if anybody has ever watched some of the older footage, I think I touched on the one time I actually did join a tribe, or actually, excuse me, that's not true. I made a tribe in Ark, and although it was a lot of fun and I did enjoy it, the issue came that I was working a lot. I had like 3 jobs at a time. After the tribe was actually made, and when the tribe was formed, it was just me and another person, and I had all the time in the world to play. Although my fiance at the time was not excited that I was playing a game like that. That was taking up a lot of time. I typically played it at night and all that good stuff. Now there was times, obviously it's Ark, so certain things when you have a tribe, like making inbred dinosaurs and shit like that, does take up quite a bit of time. When you do 100% imprint on like a Rex, I also did 100% on imprint on a Giga, which was kind of ridiculous. That was like 2 weeks of time, like real life time. For anybody who is out there that plays Ark and you've done that, you know what I mean? Anybody who's interested in that kind of shit, man, that game, to play the game without adding, like, without playing it by yourself, having your own server or playing it solo, and being able to upgrade the gather rates, the growth rates and all that crap, Ark is a very, very challenging game when you're just playing it completely open, fresh. And not that there's anything wrong with that. Obviously, it's a great game, and the developers did do a really good job at developing the game itself. But when you put that much time into stuff, you don't realize how much time you're wasting on a game. So I don't know, that's just my little rant about that. But anyway, I made a big ass tribe. The tribe got pretty decent in size. I was around for a lot of it. We did a lot of shit. We had a lot of fun. And then, life took over. And it was kind of like, hey, either you're going to be playing this fucking game all the time and you're never going to be doing anything else, or you're going to stop playing a fucking game, get on once in a while when you have some free time, and then, yeah. So once I decided that I was going to focus more on myself and less on a video game, it just kind of fell by the wayside, and all the tribe members started to get mad at me that I wasn't around, and it became this, debate. I'm not going to say argument, because I still like the guy that I was tribe leaders with him, because he was just frustrated because I was gone, and, he was somebody that had way more free time on his hands than I was, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, obviously, everybody has different points in their life and different things that they can and can't do time-wise, and, that's just what happens. So it kind of, we went down a rabbit hole that nobody was expecting it to turn out the way it was, and we became one of the dominant tribes on the server. Arc 455 for extinction, yes sir. I had a lot of fun playing the game with all those people. I definitely will not take back what I did or be upset at what I did, but it was definitely just something that, you don't realize how much time you're getting ready to put into something before you do it. So for me, that's my really, really long explanation on why I do not do tribes in games. Now, obviously, if I found a tribe that was like, yeah, we don't give a fuck how often you're on. Like, if you're on once a fucking month, it's cool with us. But now, granted, that's the same thing. The tribe falls apart in a month, and I come back on, and I'm like, where's all my shit? I'm gonna be grumpy as fuck. But at the same time, I'm doing the same thing with this. I played this game 2 years ago, and now all the stuff that I did have is now gone. So which I would actually, for a solo player, I actually did pretty fucking good. If I do say so myself. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I live streamed this game way back then. I probably could live stream it now, but I think I need to upgrade my graphics card on my computer before I do that.
The Guardians have always protected the flotilla. They are keepers of our knowledge. They operate the great machine.
Wait, what? Interesting.
When you face an adversary you cannot beat, remember the grappling hook bolted to your arm and take flight. It is a nomad's greatest weapon. And
And you all will see the grappling hook in due time. Actually, I guess now, since it wants me to build it. Just gonna collect some free wood while we have the chance. Fiber. There's always fiber in this game. And it really is. And then when it's not fiber, it's vines. And you all will see what I mean by the vines later on. Or if anybody decides to play this game. Vines. Vines are a pain in the ass. Mainly just the amount of time you have to spend collecting them. Which, I mean, it's really not that hard to get them. It's just a matter of spending the time to go get them. They're not difficult. You just get a couple every time you go find some. Which is where the difficulty comes into play. Grab some more stones too before I leave. Now, and this game isn't like most survival games. There's not a carry weight limit that I remember. It's a capacity in your inventory, slots taken up. So even if like you have 10 slots, you can put all 10 slots wood in it and you won't be over encumbered, if my memory serves. But you can't carry anything else other than all that wood. So, you know, it's a good thing to add some chests to your walker to be able to carry more crap, because eventually you'll need it. And then obviously I'll show you guys what some of the bigger walkers are, because I have built some of the bigger walkers, not necessarily needed when I was playing. I just built them to see if I could do it, and whether or not it'd be a pain in the ass for a solo player to actually finish one of those walkers. And it's not hard to do it, but it does take a reasonable amount of time to actually do it. So, but that is why I like games like this, man, because I'm just one of the people who, I've played games so often I've played a lot of games in my life, and for me, it's it's no fun.
Overflowing with energy. It grows higher than the tallest walker. Seek the mystical fruit it bears.
But for me, there's no fun in playing a game that you don't spend any time getting anywhere. You know what I mean? Like I don't get enjoyment out of games like today's generation play, where it's all that idle AFK shit. I grew up playing RuneScape and World of Warcraft, and there wasn't a damn thing in that game that idle sitting got you anywhere. You had to play the game and get what you wanted to get done. So, you know,
in times of danger, the flotilla comes apart and sails away in all directions. It gathers again near the frozen strait, before it carries us all across the sea.
alright, and now you guys will be introduced to Rupu vines, which is found coincidentally at all of their camps. So we're just going to stop here and collect some fiber while it's right in front of us. That way we have it for later endeavors. Come here, Mr. Rupu. Now, you can stay in this area pretty much indefinitely. When I played when the game first came out, I do not believe there was a character level cap. Like, there wasn't a level that it was like, it automatically booted you out. If memory serves correctly. So, that's not something you'd have to be worried about. But at the same time, too, there's really no fun in just staying in the tutorial world. There's a lot of beautiful places that this game creates that it's fun to go explore. I'm pretty sure I still have well, I definitely have the episode. It's not like the episode went anywhere, but get this to 5. Kind of just round the character out for now. So I'll probably end up maxing this out at 5, maxing this out at 5, and then just going straight into damage for a while. I don't really remember what my character's level was when I played, but I know it was pretty decent for being a solo player. And, you know, like most games, the game starts off real quick. You can level up really fast. And then as the game progresses, obviously all that slows down. And again, just kind of taking advantage of where I'm at right now and grabbing some extra stuff before we go down and start fighting anybody. Hopefully we get a weapon. If not, it's fine. I can go ahead and do all that stuff myself. I probably will stay here in this area until well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. We'll just kind of let whatever happens, happens, and go from there. First things first, though, gotta find some Rupu villages. So, I think I will... Well, I'll take you all with me for a little while. If I don't end up finding anything relatively quickly, I'll just kind of stop the recording and pick it back up once I've found some Rupu villages. It shouldn't be that difficult to find them, though. They're not... They normally aren't scattered around that fucking far. It's kind of just more like getting into the inland of the game. The interior. Oh shit, we don't have any water. It's always a good idea, too, to leave this with like a full, queued up water. And at the same time, a good idea to, remember to take out your fucking wood so that you don't just use it all. Oh, that's new. I didn't know it automatically took the water out and let me drink. Okay. That's right. That's what I was doing before I started talking and got sidetracked. There is a fragment here. Oh, wow. 5 fragments. That's actually kind of impressive. Actually, it's not that button. Which button is it? C? No. L? Yes. Okay, so, you guys can see that. We have no reason to do that one just yet. The vision powder. The vision powder is actually how you craft certain walkers. What? The bones upgrades. A Bowling walker and the Dehingi walker. I do not recall this walker. Founder walker type of the smallest size and least protection allows you to pack and carry base made of heavy solid material. Built before the nomadic flotations had become aware of the route they needed to take to circumnavigate the planet effectively, many of them died in the process of locating safe patches. This cruelly constructed wind power walker were first devised as scouting vessels because of their cheap cost and high likelihood that the nomads would not return. This walker has ample deck space for 2 nomads. Huh. I think this is the walker that I built the last time. I'm not sure. What I want to do with that. You know, we'll just hold off for now and go find the Rupu villages and go from there. As I just keep crashing into stuff. It's the only thing I don't like about these small walkers is the smacking into shit. I hate that. Just grabbing some wood real quick, make sure I have a decent amount of it. But yeah, just gonna save the points for future use. At least until I decide what I want to do. Whether I want to stay here for a little while or venture somewhere else. Alright. Oh, is that a Rupu village? No, that is a destroyed walker. Some more fragments. Yeah, I don't really recall it being this desolate to find a Rupu village. Oh, there's a big... Well, that's nice. Get a bunch of these now. Saves me from having to get a bunch of them later. Although I don't think I can get around this. Oh, there we go. You can flip the walkers over if they become stuck. And I believe, since the way this one spawned... Can you not do that anymore? I was about to say. Q. No, which button is it? I forget. Oh no. Which fucking button is it? Hold on. It is Q. Why wasn't it letting me fucking reel out? There it is. So let me do it now. It's fucked up. Well, I can't get all the fucking points because a thing spawned in a fucking rock, which I'm not too surprised with this game. Sorry, little buddy, but I know I need hide. And rock. Is there still a map? There is. Ah. Okay, so they do have it all set up a little differently than I remember. First Rupu little village right here. Go ahead and just hop off. Try to draw out one of them at a time. Because until you're progressed further in the game, you do not want to have a whole bunch of these fucking guys come running after you. Mainly because if you accidentally don't swing on them quickly, they will kill you. They are pretty formidable enemies to battle with. What is this? A beat stick, huh? Yeah, we'll do that. And actually, we can move some of our stuff over. Oh, and now I'm getting hit. But you see how he had a different weapon? Yeah, his weapons are quite a bit better than our own. Kind of sucks though that we got smacked by him. But it is what it is. There's Rupu vines. Beautiful. Alright, so we do have to go fight one more of them. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? We'll try. Because the health thing has definitely changed since last time I played. I think I don't think it was 12 minutes each time you used a heal. Especially the primitive bandages. But, I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been a while. So, I could very well be wrong. Oh, we draw the attention of the shaman first, huh? That's fine. We'll get the strongest enemy out the way first. And if we're lucky... Nope. I'm about to say if we're lucky, we'll get his weapon. Come on, hit the urn. There you go.
Follow the wind, nomad. It is the breath of your ancestors. It will lead you back to the
Ooh.
flotilla.
Oh, so we do have to do all that. Okay. That's where I was not sure what exactly we need to do. Let's just climb up here real quick. Actually, we'll go over this way. Just to stay away from Rupu. That way I can do this without being bothered. Oh, I need to be out of the walker. Another good thing about having the taller walkers is if you what do I need? Oh, that's what I need, the fiber weave. Alright, well, we gotta go further into Rupu territory. So, we already destroyed both of those. Let's just get going. Oh yes, I guess I should also tell you guys this too. So, in each Oasis, the fragments that you see me gather every now and again, so there are fragments in every Oasis in the entire game. There's quite a few different ways to get fragments, the easiest of which is obviously the running around and finding them in the desert. You just walk up to them and obviously you just kind of take it. Now, there's also interior areas that have larger amounts of Alright. But anyway, what I was saying is there are walkers that can be equipped with ballistas. And you can use the ballistas to attach to crates that have a lot of of crap. What the fuck are they called? Fragments. There we go. Had a bit of a brain fart. But the issue with this is when you do that and you connect to the fragments, you run into an issue where you have to drag the fragments around for so long and they eventually break, which you kind of make yourself a target in the world. Now again, this was back when I first started playing the game, and I have absolutely no clue if the game still plays the same way it used to, which obviously I'll find out here in the next couple minutes. Well, I guess I shouldn't say minutes. It'll probably be more like the next couple days playing the game, because it will be days. It will not be minutes. To get back to where I was, you know, it just kind of is what it is.